everybody. Welcome to the Eric Show podcast. Daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. We got a three-dog couch. Three-dog night. No way. Three-dog couch. O'Neill fading fast. Fading fast. You'll be asleep soon. It's time to rest. We rested all night. We rested so much. It's time to rest. All right. The Baldwin Ace Hardware Fair Bunker Studio is where this show happens each and every day of the work week. My gosh, we're at it again. Fallout from yesterday's describing to you of the NFK incident with, look at the look on my face. It's always, I go back and think about this, and I'm like, how does this even happen? My God. The far-reaching effects of him soiling the pair of pants that he was trying on at the Men's Warehouse, not speaking of it. The pants then are tailored. The tailor encounters the surprise, and she's like, oh, my God. And mortified beyond belief, I get the phone call that, there's your brother-in-law had an accident. And Gary's words, poor Gary. God, what a trooper that guy is. He said there was an accident. And I know he knew that he had to get extra specific, but I'm sure he didn't want to. And the fact that he used the word poop as opposed to feces. He goes, yep, there's poop in there. Yep, your brother-in-law had an accident. There's poop. I'll never forget where I was. I was right here, and I'm on the phone. I go, there's what? What? I'm like, oh, my God. In a rare moment, the Reddit page got some activity. My Reddit page, which is the least visited spot on Reddit. It is the least visited subreddit on Reddit. This person writes, how in God's name was there not a nuclear blow up in the house from this saga? How much feces can one family tolerate? You're right. You're right. And all these little moments are making me just a more patient person. More patient person. I'm not even kidding. Hang on. I got to drink this. This coffee is getting cold quickly, and we just can't have that. Extra strong. Put hair on your wiener. Excuse me. I don't know. To me, it's so much wasted energy. And then if you freak out, and I have freaked out more than my share, but you always feel bad. You always feel like whenever I yell at Kenny, I always feel bad. It's better to just be patient and calm. Do I always do that? No. Am I happy when I do? Yes. I'm learning. Follow up after that comment. Eric needs to do a best of show with his many poop stories from over the years. The hot zester, shit pants, showering in the hockey locker room. There's too many to count. But, if you think about it, this is kind of like redemption. This is, in a weird way, revenge for the NFK. He was the one in the infamous hot zester story, leaving the ballpark, and my fart made him puke in the back seat of the minivan. But the kid's going, oh, no. Oh, my God. That fart got to me. That was the guy. This person adds to that previous post. Don't forget about the mismanaged porta potty at the Little League game where the Game of Thrones book met its demise. Wiping with leaves after creating a dirt road in Honduras. The plunger hand incident. This man has a relationship with feces like Batman has a relationship with the Joker. Follow up to that. Oh, my God. Forgot about pages of Game of Thrones to wipe. That is not true. You are combining stories. I did not wipe my ass with pages of Game of Thrones. The book fell into the porta potty. And I sat there looking down at it like, now what? Like I was going to reach in and get it or something. What an idiot. I just left the book, got a new book. I contributed and I wrote, it's great to see all these golden oldies stories being written about. I am very proud. Nothing will ever jumpstart the subreddit. There's been 399 people on it. Actually, there was about 380. And then when the Saint Gaslight incident broke, allegedly, when the alleged Saint Gaslight incident broke is what I meant to say. Then there was some activity and a few more people, but it pretty much sucks. I also received some email and text correspondence regarding the NFK incident with the pants, which, by the way, we had to make another trip back there yesterday because the coat was in, so we had to go there and get, he has to put the coat on. And then all right, we're going to shorten the sleeves and, all right, take it off. We'll tailor it. Walk in. I recognized one of the faces who was there the moment that when the shit pants thing took place. And the other people that were there yesterday weren't there, but they all know. I mean, it has spread like wildfire throughout the entire employee base of the. I mean, I'm not just talking there at that store. I mean, this is a nationwide company. I can promise you, there's some guy in Albuquerque going, "He did what? Huh?" Just as a reminder, store associates, please make doubly sure that our customers have undergarments on. Adam writes, Adam Balboa, who is dying to get me to watch there's some show. What's it on Paramount or fuck is it on? Yeah, it is on Paramount. Sylvester Stallone in King of Tulsa. I promise I'll watch the damn thing. Yesterday at 4:17, I got a text from Adam about the story about the shit pants. Oh my goodness, I just started this show. Quote, his pants were full of shit. End quote. I had to stop listening because I was driving and laughing too hard. Then he writes, can you imagine the amount of shit that has gone through your washing machine setup? I hope you don't mix your laundry. In the past, we didn't. And then I think perhaps we gave up on that. And I don't know why we did, but I think that's a great reminder that we shouldn't mix the laundry. He is wearing underwear now. A twofold plan to keep feces either in the toilet or inside of his body. Wear underwear and appropriately wipe. The fact that I had to have a pep talk about how to wipe your asshole with a 63-year-old man, or how old he is, and it is pure laziness. I'm too lazy to actually wipe my asshole. Fuck. Right now, Diana's brother who died, who used to take care of him, is in heaven laughing. Laughing. But he didn't take care of him like the way I take care of him. I cannot stand, he can't be like unhealthy. He can't be filthy. He can't be, there was an extra level of care that was not taking place at the hands of David. He would only go so far in his care. I will go that far. Except I said to him, I go, dude, I can't go into the bath. I can't go, hey, you done going poopies? It's time to wipe your butt. I'm not. If you became incapacitated and you were ill and you could not do that, and you live in this house, I would do that. I would take care of you. You are not there yet. You are not to that point. Question, how often did his asshole get scrubbed when Davey was alive? Never. He did not do that. He didn't bathe. I am not kidding you. For the first year living here in this household, he did not bathe. He couldn't. It took me that long to figure out the reason why he doesn't want to take a shower is because he can't. He struggles. I was like, oh, well, all right, no big deal. Now that I realize that, all right. Aaron writes this. The NFK Men's Warehouse debacle might be the greatest story to ever unfold. And I think it's right up there. I knew going in. And because that story, as that took place on Friday, which it was perfect because had I had to tell it the next day, it would have been a little bit different. You have to, it's almost like when gigantic moments happen, you have to let them simmer so that you can kind of process how you want to talk about it. You know what I mean? And so then we had all day Saturday, all day Sunday. I discussed this with Diana's cousin. And then here we are Monday, yesterday. Someone said to me, God, aren't you worried? Isn't it bad that you're talking about him this way? And I'm like, well, I'm not, no, it's not. This is the trade-off. If you're going to go so far as to be lazy and not wipe your asshole, okay, and then put all these people in a terrible situation at the Men's Warehouse where they're now scanning various garments for shit because you tried on 2 pairs of pants. The fucking tailor had to actually use scissors to cut through your turd, and where she was mortified. Fucking poor Gary, he's probably about to snap now after having to make that phone call and tell a customer that the pants are full of poop. And then I had to get that shit. I don't need that. And then I had to go and break it down with the lady at the dry cleaners and explain to her that I've got shit-filled pants here. Can you clean them? And she's like, you motherfucker. You sick son of a bitch. when I said, because I didn't like say, here, take them. I said, will you clean these? She gave me a look like, the way Hannibal from the A-Team, whenever he, was presented with a challenge. We'll do it. We'll do this. That's kind of like what she was. She goes, we can clean it. I took it as she was getting a challenge. She was up for it. She goes, we'll do it. And thank you for telling us. I think I followed some type of dry cleaning code by informing them that inside of these pants, there's feces. In addition to Aaron writing, the NFK Men's Warehouse debacle might be the greatest story to ever unfold. He adds, holy shit. I laughed so hard at the story, I actually started to weep. What an incredible sequence of events. You better send everyone that fell victim to the NFK's wake of asshole destruction, a giant edible arrangement heavy on the pineapple. Poor Gary. Boy, looking back, when we walked into the Men's Warehouse on the day that we didn't know it was happening, well, the NFK knew it was happening, there was a young lady working there. And she was with another customer. In fact, I talked about this. She said, oh, Gary will be right out. He's having a smoke break. A little puff, And then the star of the show emerged to help us, Gary. And I need to find out what type of smokes that he smokes and get him a couple cartons. I felt so bad about that. Yesterday, the NFK apologized again for lying to my face about the wet wipe usage, which just was not happening. So I think we're getting there now. Will this happen again? Probably. Everything you tell the man, he goes back to his old ways. Unless if it involves, like, maybe threatening his life. He put his mind to quitting drinking. He hasn't drank since. But I noticed today that the top of the stove, the range top, is covered in salt. Despite me telling him, take your fucking food over to the sink, because when he salts it, there's no finesse. He just is really going to town on the salt shaker, and the shit goes everywhere. I have told him a dozen times, stop salting your food over my oven, because then your salt goes everywhere, and I have to clean it. Oh, okay, yeah. He'll do it for one day, goes right back to doing it. If I'm learning in this relationship with my brother-in-law, you have to bring it up. But I feel bad because if I brought everything up, I'm constantly busting his balls. Constantly. Last night I was wiping down this cabinet that had coffee, he pours coffee into a thing, and then for some reason it winds up cascading out of the cup and then over the edge of the counter and down the side of the cabinet. And then, I'm not going to clean that up. It dries. I clean it up. Last night before he goes to bed, I go, Kevin, this is a disaster. I'm cleaning it. Can you please prepare your coffee in the sink? Oh, yeah. So if I bust his balls on everything, there'd be something every single day. So it's kind of like I have to pick. I don't want to be. I bust him on a lot of things, but not all of them. Just so that I don't have. So there's a little bit of a settling time. That's what I'm kind of processing this in my brain, so that he isn't constantly have me being the fucking prison warden, putting the screws down on him. You got to pick your spots. At least that's how I think. You got to live with him. I don't want this to turn into adversarial relationship where he is frightened of me or something like that. That's why I have to stay calm. I am thinking big picture here. If I go bananas over taking a shit in pants at the Men's Warehouse and fucking poor Gary has to make the phone call saying there's poop in the pants, if I'm constantly erupting like a GD volcano, it's going to make life very difficult here. It's a balance. So I'm saving my next, hey, you got to stop doing this card for when his pants or his underwear have smashed wads of shit in them. My God. All right. So glad you are here. You guys are the best. If you're enjoying the show on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, I have to kick you to the curb. I only give you like the first opening stanza of the show, and then you gotta go about your day. But if you want the rest of it, you have to go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live or download the Twitch app and search Eric Zane Live, all one word, and there it is. Just hit the follow button. You'll know when I go live. Give yourself a little name there, a little username, and you can contribute to the chat. Thank you for that. Every day I get a couple of people that follow on there. Much appreciated. As always, you can download the audio podcast wherever you download shows. As soon as I get done with this, I'll make the audio available. Links and whatnot, all in the show notes, including links to everything related to the great food giveaway. I promised myself that I would have this ready to go today, but I don't. But I still can. The great food giveaway comes up. Let's see. Christmas Eve falls on a Saturday the 24th. So Thursday, the 22nd of December, is the great food giveaway at Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. Previous 2 years, we fed 100 families with a Christmas ham, cans of corn, a bag of potatoes, perfect for mashing, gravy, King's Hawaiian rolls, and a pumpkin pie. We box each of those up individually. People pull up at Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid at a set time. We put the food in there. We send them on their way. No questions asked. Previous 2 years, 100 families. We have a goal. 200 families. Go big or go home. We got our first donation yesterday from Amy for $50. Thank you. We're just getting started on this. So I will let you know that the only way to do this is, and I know it sounds kind of weird, hey, send money on Venmo and PayPal. I get it, I know. But what we do is we compile all your cash, and I provide constantly an update as to how much money is coming in once we're getting set, ready to purchase the food at Meijer. This is what we have in the coffers, and then how much we spend. Okay? Anything left over gets donated to Kids Food Basket, and there you go. Now, for those of you asking on the live stream of the show, on Venmo, if you go to that spot with my real last name, at ERIC-ZEITUNIAN, that is Eric's Venmo. Fill it up with cash because we've got to double up on the amount of food that we have to buy this year. All right. I also have PayPal. Let me see here. What the hell? I suck so bad. I should have had this ready to go. Okay, talk amongst yourselves. Have fun. Enjoy the day. Give me a second. I swear I can do this. Uh-huh. Yeah? Okay. At Eric Zane Show on PayPal. I cannot believe I struggled to remember that. At Eric Zane Show on PayPal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Every little bit helps. In fact, Josh from the Meyer store that I work with, I'm going to go ahead and get a estimate of how much this is going to cost so that we can have a goal. But for now, just throw as much money as you can at it so we can help feed these people in time for Christmas. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to kick you all out. Thank you again for being here. Facebook and Twitch brought